Welcome back to that Really Swell Podcast. It's a new year, new season, new intro. My name's Julie. I'm your host. I'm here with my friend and co-host Alex, also known as Mr. Maker Mouse. Alex, say hi to everybody.
Happy New Year to you. It's a new year. It's a new you. It's a new me.
Happy New Year, everybody. We're glad you are back. And if you're brand new, welcome to the show. We hope you have fun. How was your holidays, Alex?
It was awesome. It's like one of the most bestest, funnest Christmases I've had in a long time. There were
He's
gifts.
Only saying that because he saw me and our family on the holidays, so we made it the best.
No, I was talking about gifts and presents, but okay, sure. You were the gift of friendship.
There you go. It was a good holiday.
We went to, where did we go?
We went to Epcot.
We went to Epcot, the bestest park ever.
We went to Epcot, Alex's favorite park, and you should all be proud of Alex because we got him on Cosmic Rewind.
And we'll talk about that in another episode, but yeah, I got on Cosmic Rewind.
There's a photo. There's a reaction photo, and it's gold.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you had a good Christmas. It was nice seeing you. Thank you for coming out of your house.
Yeah, the sunlight. That's amazing. It's still there.
It's amazing. Epcot was a whole new Epcot by the time Alex went there. This time, how long has it been since you've been there?
I have no idea.
Like,
that's
decade,
how long.
Maybe?
It's probably been a decade.
Did you last go with me?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
It was probably my sister. It could have been between you and my sister. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was lots of walls.
Lots of walls.
Lots of walls. All right. So we're happy to be back. We're happy you guys are back. And again, if you're new, welcome to the crazy.
Yeah.
In today's show, we're discussing all things TRON.
TRON, you say?
We are discussing TRON. Let's get started. Whether it be TV, film, or gaming, the concept for rides and attractions starts here. So TRON is if you don't know about it, it's a 1982 American science fiction adventure film. So I had to do my research for the show. I saw the 1982 film, and I guess for its time, it was a great film. I don't know.
Yes.
We've come a very long way with like CGI and things like that.
Yeah, but the story was great. It's a great concept.
Seeing it present day, it was very laughable. But yes, the story, the concept, it was great. So basically, in the film, you have a computer programmer, and he's also a video game developer. He like lives in an arcade, which is really weird. His office is in an arcade.
Yeah.
And somehow he gets transported inside the mainframe computer, and he has to play a game, and he's trying to get out, and it's this whole like weird thing.
You say living at an arcade like it's weird or something. That'd be awesome.
It's weird. He's living in an arcade. It's that's
not normal. For a year of my life,
you lived in an arcade.
I lived at a gas station.
At. Like, what do you mean at? Was there like an apartment above the gas station?
It was a whole house.
Above the gas station?
My grandfather ran a gas station, but he also had a house at the gas station. So it was a house/gas station.
But can you paint the picture for everybody? Is it like, you know how in Disney, Walt's apartment was above the little fireplace? So it was above
and around. It was like an L-shaped structure. And at the end of the L was the gas station.
Okay. Gas station is one thing, but it's an arcade where you have like kids going in all the time, and you're a grown man living in an arcade.
That's fine.
I'll take strange. It's not normal.
Look, I'll take the the arcade over the gas station fumes any day.
Only if you get unlimited coins and unlimited plays.
You know what we got? We got unlimited soda.
That's healthy.
He'd give us the keys to the soda machine during dinner. It's like, go ahead, go get some sodas. Like, yes.
Wow.
This is where my orange soda addiction has come from.
Oh my gosh, that is not healthy at all. Yeah, so Tron 1982, the 1982 original first film. Yeah, the concept was good. The
Mhm.
storyline was interesting. Um, the execution of the film, because it was so long ago, it was hard to watch in present day. I'll give you that much. However, there is a sequel to that film called Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy came out in 2010. We also watched that film on the same day. We just did like a Tron marathon.
Uh-huh.
And I have to say, did you see Tron Legacy?
I did.
Okay, I actually really like that one. That one I thought was so much better, not because like the graphics and everything were better, which is obvious, but the storyline, it was like, really engaging. I liked it
Mm.
better than the first one. Did you not?
I'll probably get some hate, but I think they're on par because for me it's a continuation. To me, it's not like two separate stories. It's one continual story because I think they connected it very well. It's very
Mm-hmm.
intriguing that the father was still in there, and then the son had to go back. It's a legacy thing. I like it that way. But on
Yeah.
its own, I don't know. I don't see much difference between that one and the first one.
I thought it was very cool. You
Yeah,
got to see more in depth
the
of the
world.
games that they were
Yeah,
playing and the whole world
yeah.
inside the computer, and it was very
Now,
interesting.
we have to say, though, the evil Jeff Bridges, that
Well, there's a CGI for you. It was
uncanny
very
valley
it was
is the
very
term.
yeah, it was very creepy. The creep factor on that one
They
was
did pretty
really, really
good. They
high.
did pretty good at that time when that movie came out. They did pretty good, but yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I like
you gotta do it. You gotta start somewhere, right? So
yeah, I thought it was really, really cool. I really liked the movie. And
yeah,
what I also liked is the fact that you got to see more of the games and the light cycles, which play a huge part. And we're going to talk more about that later. Also, Tron Uprising, which is the animated series. We didn't see that. Um, they are all on Disney Plus right now.
uh,
So if you wanted to binge, you can binge. But we didn't get into the animated series, which the animated series it takes place in between both movies.
right.
So it's kind of like the middle to uh, piece it uh,
The bridge.
piece both of them together. Yeah. Um. So okay, so you've seen both of them, but you prefer the first one, right?
Well, not necessarily. I just think they're both kind of on the same playing field.
You don't prefer one over the other?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I like the second one. I thought it was really, I don't know, it was just more in the storyline. Like it was more action
Hmm.
and just it was just a lot more. I
Yeah.
liked it. I liked it a lot. So since video games are a key element of the all the films and then
Right.
the animated series as well, they had they had the video games, which was duh, they had that. So Tron also, it was so big that they incorporated Tron into Disneyland's People Mover. You know how everybody loves the People Mover. So except Alex. Alex is
No,
not like
I
the
don't
rest of
get
the
it.
Disney
I like
community.
it, but I just don't
Uh
understand why people want to
it,
ride it 20 times in a row. I don't get
it's
it.
the most relaxing
Yeah, I know it
ride.
is. I just don't get it.
Okay, he doesn't understand the People Mover. Just don't even pay attention. So in the People Mover, this one, the feature, it only lasted between 82 to 95, which is it's okay. It's a few years in the Disneyland's People Mover. So basically, the People Mover itself, at a certain point in the ride, would kind of act as the light cycle in Tron, and then they would the area around them and all that stuff. It would be like as if you're in the movie.
Right.
So that kind of ended in 1995, which I think that's kind of a interesting concept for the People Mover. I'm trying to. I might have to see if there's video on it. I haven't checked, but to see how they would do that, turn the People Mover into
Yeah. It's probably in
like
the
the
tunnel. right?
The ride car. Yeah, because it does, the People Mover does pick up speed at like certain
Yeah.
parts of the ride. So I can see. But
Well, it's interesting though. They now, because the train at Magic Kingdom that's going around the park passes by Tron.
mhm.
Now they've got a new spiel in there that's the conductor is talking to you, and then all of a sudden all this radio static comes in, and then it turns into a Tron spiel.
That is cool.
So he was in the
That is
middle of
really cool.
explaining something very technical.
Mhm.
He gets interrupted, and then at the end of the Tron spiel, he comes back and says, "And that's the answer."
Like nothing
Yeah,
happened.
he has no idea.
That's cool. I would like to see that. Yeah, when we went to Magic Kingdom on this last visit, we didn't get to go on the train. I don't know if they were still like testing it or they haven't actually um opened it to the guests. I think it opened the day after we were there. So I was like, oh man. But that would have been cool to see that that
Yeah,
change
you go
in the
right by
audio.
Tron, like right. You can throw a rock on Tron.
We've been waiting for that. That the train has been shut down for what was it, like 4 years or something? I don't know.
Quite a long time.
Something crazy like that. But yeah, so Walt Disney World Railroad is up and running again, if you guys didn't catch that. So in addition to the video games, the movies, and the incorporation of Tron in the Disneyland's People Mover, they also had a novelization, comic books started coming out for Tron also, and then toys. So it turned into this whole big, huge franchise.
Yeah.
Tommy made Light Cycle toys, and then in these light cycles, they had little figurines that could fit inside them. So it was like, it turned out to be this big, huge thing. So
They
again,
had this great toy. It was an action figure. Hold on. Let me demonstrate with an action figure. They had, yeah, I have it right next. It's the Thing.
Yeah.
It's the Thing. He's the Thing.
Yeah, I'm not too crazy about Fantastic Four, but go ahead.
It's the Thing. Shut up. Anyway,
Go ahead.
on the Tron faces, it was kind of cool. They had the helmet on, and the shield itself was dark, but you'd press a button on the back, and they actually had a projector in there that would change the face and make them talk.
Where am I? Am I on the grid? Some things are worth the risk. My name is Sam Flynn.
Like the characters.
The toys?
Yeah.
Are these separate toys, or are these the toys that would go inside the light cycle?
These are separate action
Oh, okay,
figures.
this is another. Okay.
So that was interesting
That's
technology
cool.
too, just to throw that one in there.
That's cool. How long ago was that? Are you talking about closer to when the original movie came
No,
out?
this is
or
Legacy.
after the fact? Legacy. Okay.
Legacy.
2010.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a cool. I like that. The technology and the toys like that. That's pretty neat. So in case you guys didn't hear or tuned in late, Tron Legacy and Tron Uprising is all on Disney Plus. If you guys have Disney Plus, we're not getting paid by them. I'm just saying, if you want to watch it, it's on there. It's on their streaming. So now let's go. We're going to move away from the whole concept of Tron and move into the attraction. So the Tron attraction is in Disneyland, Shanghai Disneyland. So it's already there. It's already up and running and has been up and running since June 2016. Wow. That one, yeah, it was, I believe that was an opening day ride that it opened up with Shanghai Disneyland. So I'm going to read something from ShanghaiDisneylandResort.com. Let me get my reading voice so I can read. And this is exact quote from the website. Sink the pedal to the moto metal while twisting, turning, and riding for your life in the cyber-fi world of Tron. That's all they give.
Oh, I was like,
that's all they give.
Yes, continue, please.
That's it. That's all we have. So, if you go on YouTube, you can see videos and POVs of the Tron ride in Shanghai Disneyland Resort. And it is really, really cool for all those thrill seekers, roller coaster enthusiasts, not Alex, It looks pretty amazing. And actually, in case you guys live under a bubble for the past like 4 years, Disney World has been building Tron. And I say we, but Alex really doesn't care much for the roller coasters. But other Disney enthusiasts have been waiting for this ride to come out because they've been building it for what seems like forever.
Yeah.
And
I'm not a roller coaster guy, but I do approve of this. I approve of this thoroughly because it's a perfect spot for it, and it's a great concept.
Yeah, it fits with the rest of Tomorrowland. So
Yeah.
that one, it was actually a good choice.
Here we are at TRON Light Cycle Run at the Magic Kingdom, and we're getting ready to start our next phase of ride testing. So we're just getting to the end of what we're referring to as phase 1, which is the basic setup of the system. Now we're moving into what we're referring to as phase 2.
Looks good.
Which is going to start with our push-pull testing. You're going to see us dragging a train up and around the track and making sure that everything fits. We've got appropriate clearances every place. It's going to be completely visible to our guests, which is somewhat unique for testing. After push-pull, the first thing that we'll end up doing is starting commissioning of our high-speed launch system. We'll approach it in incremental steps until we're launching trains at full speed. After that, we'll do it with test weights.
A little further.
Several months later, once we've done some additional testing and we're approved for ridership, we'll start putting our ride team members on board, which is quite a thrill in and of itself, but that's all part of our typical process. Being a part of the ride team, this is always the most exciting part of the work that we get to do, working with our dedicated team, controls engineers and mechanical engineers, our operations partners, our maintenance partners. They work right alongside with us because once the project team is done, they're the ones that are going to be here continuing the operation for our guests for years to come.
Working with the team is amazing. Like, we are constantly trying new things each and every day. You're not sure what you're going to be doing when you walk in to work, so it's super fun and exciting.
All yours.
So every time they bring in a train, we all stand in the maintenance bay and just watch and are just in awe the entire time that they are putting it together. It is such a unique experience for us as a small team that we are. Once this ride opens, I'm going to be so proud of it. It's kind of like my baby at this point. It's going to be such a great feeling once this ride does get running and open to guests.
People always ask, what's your favorite memory of every attraction? Favorite memory of every attraction is coming out here on opening day, watching them experience it, the smiles, the excitement, the memories that they're going to build with their family. It's just awesome.
So the Magic Kingdom version of the attraction, they originally wanted it to open in 2021. But like everything else, after the blip in 2020, it kind of pushed everything. Things got postponed. And so what I'm thinking, Disney has an opening date. I guess they wanted to open it during the 50th anniversary. They're aiming, and it seems like it's almost there. They're doing ride vehicle testing with the lights and everything. We've seen it. We've seen the videos. I've seen it while on the People Mover. So they've been testing it a lot. So they might actually be on schedule this time.
Yeah.
So at the most recent D23 Expo back in September of 2022, they announced that it was going to open in spring 2023. So it's the end of the 50th anniversary, I believe, is on March 31st. And so the Disney 100 Years of Wonder celebration will be happening at the time that it does come out. And it is public to the guests of the resort. So they will be having it open for that. I mean, I guess they're missing the cut for the 50th anniversary, but they will make it for the 100 Years of Wonder celebration.
Yeah.
So finally, TRON will be here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a cap on this episode.
And now, for you our viewers, we recap the show.
What started off as a movie turned into a massive franchise. Toys, movies, novels, rides. It just blew up. Like I said, I liked the second movie. I don't know what the big fascination is about it, but hey, it blew up.
Yeah.
And then with Shanghai Disneyland Resort being the first park to house the Tron ride, now Magic Kingdom is having one.
Right.
And so I'm curious to think if maybe there is a script somewhere with another Tron movie.
Well, there was, and it got
Was there?
canceled. Yeah. No, Tron 3 was totally in development, but they canceled it. I think Tron 3 is the furthest thing from their minds. They have so many things to work on since Iger came in. They got to focus on Disney Plus. They got to work on relations with park guests, which was damaged for a while.
Or it could be on a back burner. It could be on a back burner.
It could be. We'll see.
I mean, I would think so, because with the last movie coming out in 2010, newer generations won't really know what it is and what it's about.
Can
And
you
I would
believe
think that
it was only like 2010, and like
2010.
that's like ages ago for anyone who's born
So like
now.
I would think that if they want to move more merchandise and all that, they would have to make it relevant. I mean, that's what I would think.
I think, but at the same time, it's a good point. But I think at the same time, it's a roller coaster.
You gotta know what you're buying, though.
People
Like,
won't care.
You buying merchandise off a roller coaster?
People buy people mover toys, so why wouldn't they
with
buy?
good reason.
Why wouldn't they buy a roller coaster toy? They'll buy it.
You'll never understand. I don't know. I think they might be. I mean, I would think something is probably
this is great.
in the works.
He's on. Hey, can we do this 20 times in a row? I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, how about 24 hours? Let's do one of those 24 hours where we're riding the little people mover.
People
24
mover.
hours. This is great.
He'll never understand. It's the only way that you can see the inner workings of Space Mountain without actually having to go on Space Mountain.
Or I could look it up online.
You don't know how to enjoy life. Okay, so that brings us to present day. We have that entire franchise, and now the next. What?
I just remembered. I'm waiting for you.
You're what? What are you waiting for?
You can't
Should I
fool
keep going?
me. This is just because this is a new season doesn't mean I forgot. There's trivia somewhere coming for me. I'm just gonna sit here and wait.
I'm sorry to disappoint. There is no trivia today.
What? I exercised for nothing.
So if you are a brand new watcher / listener, last season I would bring trivia to every single episode, and it was amazing because we would get to watch Alex fail miserably. But for today,
you know how many Sudoku things I did to train my brain, and it was for nothing.
Well, good. That's not for nothing. You have party knowledge now. Like, you can just hold a conversation and say random things.
I could have been reading it. I could have been reading a comic book.
That's okay. Your party knowledge is always helpful in a social situation. You'll see. You'll get to use it. So, sorry, everyone. There is no trivia today. Are you really sad about that? Because if you give me 5 minutes, I can whip something up right now.
Kind of. I was used to the abuse, but okay.
No, so we finally got a date for Tron to open up in Magic Kingdom Park, which is spring of 2023. This spring after, did I say 4 years before? Because it would be after 5 whole years of construction. It is finally
It's been 5
coming.
years at Magic Kingdom.
5 years.
Wow.
And if that's the case, the Walt Disney World Railroad has been shut down for almost just as long because they had to do the construction by the tracks. So
they had to redirect the tracks, right?
Because the tracks would have gone right around where because they had to build pavement and all that stuff around the whole Tron area, so they had to shut everything down. So yeah, Walt Disney World Railroad is open right now, and Tron will be opening in the spring. So we're looking at probably the end of March, beginning of April. If I know Disney, they'll probably do a soft opening in March at some point. But yeah, like full on open to the public, it'll most likely be April with them. So tell me, are you going to ride this? Would you ride this? Have you seen videos of Shanghai?
Yes. It's been a while, but I don't know. If the opportunity arises just out of curiosity, maybe once, but it just doesn't interest me at all.
Okay. So
just like
for
Guardians, I mean,
for our viewers, I will somehow get him on that ride. That's my next goal. I got him on Cosmic Rewind. Next one is Tron. We will make it happen somehow.
Give you a dated scenario here that no one will understand, and neither will you. But you'll have to put some knockout medicine in my milk and get me on that plane.
Knockout medicine in your milk and get you on the plane.
Because I ain't getting on the plane, Hannibal. But
yeah, I don't know that reference.
I ain't getting on no airplane.
Somebody.
What is it? I don't know. If you know the reference, please comment down below. You will help our algorithm, and that would be amazing. We'd appreciate it.
I ain't getting on a plane, Hannibal.
I know when given the opportunity, I will want to experience it. I'm going to be completely honest. At least once. It might be a one and done for me because the age of roller coasters is gone within Julie. I can't handle them like I used to, but just to experience it, I think I would go once at least. We'll see how intense it is. If it's one that has multiple launches, which it seems like it does, might not be able to do it every time, but at least to report back and for research
You're
purposes.
so sad. It's like you're dying a little bit on the inside.
I really am sad that I can't do things as I used to in my youth, and that's just I have to accept that. But I will do it once, and I will report back, and yeah, we'll try to get Alex on that at some point. So we'd like to hear from you guys too. Let us know if you guys will be going on Tron or if you're interested in going on Tron. And if you don't know what we're talking about, check out YouTube. There's tons of videos of the Shanghai Resort Tron ride, which I think looks really, really cool.
It's slick.
Yeah, and I'm interested. They haven't said much about it, but I'm interested in knowing if there's like a pre-show or anything like that, because there's so much that they can do. So we'll see in the next few months what that looks like.
That's a good point. I hope there is a pre-show because, you do, I guess what you could compare it to the most sort of is Space Mountain. And when you go through the Space Mountain, like the queue.
It doesn't tell you anything.
No.
It doesn't. We just blind get on these little rocket ships and we have no idea why or where we're going.
Yeah.
Just like little lemmings. Okay, let me just get into here and see, hope for the best. But I'm hoping there is a pre-show because that would be nice, especially since there's a lot of generations that have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So that would be helpful. So that's going to wrap up our first episode of season 2. And I didn't say it before, but in case you guys couldn't tell by this episode, we are trying to focus this season on up and comings. So this will basically be a really good news source for you guys if you're interested in knowing what is coming for the theme park entertainment industry.
Yes.
So that's what our season 2 is going to focus on. And I think we did a pretty good job with Tron today. Did you have fun?
I had fun. It was cool.
Yeah, I liked it. Now that I know that I know more about it after watching the movies, I get a sense of why the light cycle and what it is and why it's so cool,
you gotta
fast and bright and stuff.
I mean, you gotta dive in and do a little research to really appreciate these rides. So it's the best thing to do.
All right. So watch the movies, watch them, stream them on Disney Plus, Remember, we're not getting paid. I'm just telling you where it's easily accessible. And yeah, just let us know what you think of the movie. Again, connect with us, please. But it was a fun episode. I'm glad we are back and we're going to have an amazing season 2. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And remember, whatever you do it swell.
Swell.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody. You can connect with that Really Swell podcast by leaving a comment here on YouTube, or you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you want to listen to us, you can find us on most streaming music apps.